Hello, welcome everyone. I'm Kinnari Patel, and I've spent over a decade in corporate consulting working with high performing teams and leaders in high pressure environments. On paper, everything looks successful for me, but internally, I was navigating burnout, deep exhaustion, and a sense of disconnection I couldn't quite name. What I've come to realize is that this is incredibly common among high performers, the leaders, the builders, the ones carrying a lot of responsibilities. They're managing complexity, showing up for everyone else, and often running on reserves they don't even realize are depleted. Most of the tools available to us still work at the surface: better habits, stronger mindset, more discipline. Those things matter, but they don't always address what's happening underneath. That realization sent me on a deeper journey into understanding the body, energy, and what it actually takes to feel well while performing at a high level. What I found is that mindset alone isn't enough. We need tools that support the body at a cellular level so we can actually sustain the life we're building. I'm sharing this with you because many of you are high performing, multifaceted individuals, leading teams, building careers, supporting others, and holding a lot, both seen and unseen. That's why I've committed a part of my career to linking arms with professionals like you, bringing forward tools that don't just help you perform, but actually help you feel and function at your best. Today, I'm excited to be here with Hayden and Genevieve, who are going to go much deeper into the science and application of these technologies. I'll hand it over to them to walk us through now how all this works. Thank you, Gigi and Hayden.
Oh, amazing, Kinnari. Thank you so much. And I really believe that what you're talking about for high performers is something that Hayden and myself are also seeking to. For those of you who I'm meeting for the first time, my name is Genevieve. People call me Gigi or Jen. Whatever it comes out of you very easily is great. But Hayden and I live here in Playa del Carmen, Mexico, where we run longevity immersions for high performers like yourself because we know something to be true. Imagine if you knew that your biology was not going to let you down when it comes to your next goal. Maybe it's personal, maybe it's professional. Maybe you've gotten to a place in your life, in your career, in your business where everything feels really good, but you think about going to the next level and you wonder, will I be able to do it and maintain it? Well, imagine those aren't thoughts that you have to have anymore because you have the right tools in your toolbox in order to support you do exactly that, which is continue winning at life. Now, we're not here to make any claims or promise you the entire world just by doing these things, but after working with thousands of high performers, we know that there are a couple of tools that you can really put into your toolbox to bring your own biology to a place that is really working for you. One of the things I notice about people, they are tired, exhausted, actually, brain fog, noticing that the pace of which they can keep up in the world is slowly decreasing while also having a lot of emotional turbulence and uneasement that is happening in the body. And I just want you to know that it is something that is normalized, but it is not normal. And we're here to show you how we can actually eliminate a lot of the things from your world. But the world is shifting, my friends, and people are searching for these types of tools. We know that so many things are shifting throughout the world, physically, financially, in our countries, all over the world. And what we found is that light-backed wellness is emerging as a global solution for well-being, harmony, and prosperity. And so we're not selling you products. We're here activating a new era of light. And when I talk about light, I'm not talking about a woo-woo light. I'm talking about the light that exists in every single one of our cells. We are born from a spark of light. And when we pass away, that light is observed leaving our body, and everything in between is life. And you, my friend, have the original AI in your body called your nervous system. And your nervous system is an adaptive intelligence that is speaking to everyone and everything in the world around you at all times. That is your light. And so we know that with this understanding, hydrogen wellness is an unclaimed territory that is just now emerging because of over 3,000 clinical studies that are showing its effectiveness on humans at any age or stage. And phototherapy is one of the most underestimated tools in a world that is screaming peptides from the rooftops. And we're going to show you how you can have the benefits of those peptides without having to inject anything in yourself. And so today is about patented one-of-one technologies with clinical evidence, research, and global demand. And you get to be an early adopter now through 2030. You're ahead of the curve. So welcome and congratulations for being here. But these are two technologies that are going to bring so much ease into you reversing your biological age. And if you didn't know that you could reverse your biological age, this is what we are teaching high performance how to do so that they can be ahead of their competitors. But most importantly, live the life they truly want. And if at any time when you're thinking the way that I'm thinking and you're going, this is a really amazing first mover's advantage, and you like making money and helping people, we have an affiliate and a B2B way of earning from these technologies that at any time you can get back to Kinnari about. But what we're really here to talk about is the wellness crisis that people, maybe even yourself, don't even realize their bodies are running on empty. And that means your light is dimming. Your cellular light is dimming. That creates energy. Your energy is going down. And we know a couple of things to be true. And maybe you haven't had the moment where you could admit to yourself that this may be affecting you, and maybe now's the time. But 75% of people are chronically dehydrated. You can tell me all day long you drink tons of clean filtered water, but I will tell you that doesn't mean that you are hydrated. Now, a dehydrated body actually accelerates all of the discomfort that you are experiencing. And a hydrated body actually starts to give more life to the things that make you feel well. Our nervous systems are stuck in fight or flight. Have you had a moment in the last week, be honest with yourself right now, where you've picked up your phone and scrolled from app to app to app to app and got stuck on something that you don't even know what you're looking at, and all of a sudden you say, what just happened? Where did the last 30 minutes go? Okay, our nervous system is constantly looking for a dopamine hit. And that is not because we did anything wrong. It is the world we live in, and now our body is addicted to it. On top of that, we have systemic inflammation everywhere. Inflammation is one of the precursors to dis-ease in the body, and it's also causing our cellular breakdown to accelerate even more. People are aging faster than ever, and because of that, we are normalizing burnout. Oxidative stress is disrupting healthy aging, and the truth is the body hasn't forgotten how to heal. It actually just needs to turn those lights back on and come back into a state of coherence. And when we come back into a state of coherence and the body starts working smarter, not harder, well, the same starts to show up in your outside world. And so, with all of what we just talked about, there's a foundational piece that the world is finally starting to discuss, and that is stem cells. And your stem cells are a very foundational aspect of your vitality. And so, I'm going to ask my incredible partner in life and business, Hayden Vavra, to come up here and talk a little bit more about stem cell decline and why we have a technology that actually can reverse this damage.
Thank you, Gigi, and thank you, Kinnari. I'm excited to be here and share something that just a few years ago I really knew nothing about. Now, over the last decade, I've spent a lot of time in the health and wellness, specifically down nutrition, supplementation. I had, all the supplements, doing all of the right things, many of the things that we've already shared this morning, which I'm probably, or even this evening, whenever you're watching this. And I'm probably sure you've tried quite a few different supplementations and everything too. But when I saw this, learning about stem cells, by age 30, 50% have gone dormant, meaning they're not gone, they're just not awake, they're not alive, meaning we have 50% of them alive by age 30. Now, by age 60, 70 to 80% of those stem cells have gone dormant. And why you might see a little kid recover from a paper cut much quicker than somebody in their 60s and 70s, or fall down and get a bruise, something the body repairs a little bit slower. And a huge reason for that is these dormant stem cells. And so today we're not going to be talking about replacement. We're going to be talking about activation, because we really believe that this to be a true root cause of aging. And the reality is we all are going to be biologically aging. We're all going to be getting a little bit older every year, but I want to feel as good as I possibly can during that time. So let's talk about phototherapy. And this is something that a little while ago might have seemed really crazy. And now, over all of the years of research, everything that we're learning about phototherapy, about that activation, like Gigi said, we all give off infrared heat. And so, this seemingly insignificant little patch that you can see on the screen here, this is a phototherapy device. And what it does is reflects that heat back into our body. So, it's patented, it's wearable, it's one of one. It's non-transdermal. So, you're not absorbing anything from the patch like every other patch out there. You're absorbing some sort of nutrient, something. This works through phototherapy. It is designed in a way to reflect that light back to activate GHKCU. Now, that is also a very popular peptide that people are injecting, which I view as replacement, where we are able to really take over in the longevity space by reactivating what is already in the body and having that activation going. So we're not consuming any drugs, chemicals, or stimulants, and it's non-invasive and non-contraindicative of any medication. So quick on phototherapy, if you think about the sun, we go out in the sun and we get vitamin D. The sun doesn't give us vitamin D, but it creates the reaction on the skin for our bodies to start producing that vitamin D. That's a lot how phototherapy works. And so you know that you're not taking anything harmful in. We're activating what is already inside of the body. So what I noticed after, wearing this in my own experience, because I was very skeptical and I thought, I don't know, this seems a little bit too good to be true. And if you're thinking that good, you're on the right track. And I thought, well, what if it does do some of these things that I'm seeing on the screen right now? What if it does do some of the things that my friend who shared it with me that used to play professional baseball and has done all the research? What if it does do some of those things? I don't want to miss out on that. And so I started wearing it. I noticed in my first week, my sleep was better. I track everything on my Whoop. My HRV scores were better, and I did nothing different besides wearing this 12 hours on and 12 hours off. And so, what we've seen over our long term case studies, okay, is that in the first few days, 4,000 genes begin to reset. That's absolutely incredible. Youthful, healthy genes. Within 6 weeks, the brain becomes more balanced and coherent. So, like Gigi was talking about, driving that inflammation out of the body so we can have less discomfort going on and the body can start doing what it was designed to do. After 3 months, our collagen levels increase up to 300%, all types of collagen, no longer needing to take crazy supplements for that. And then 6 months in, the heart starts reversing in biological age. So in my own experience, not a lot of discomfort going on in the body, not a lot of stuff I felt like I needed to fix, but some things where I was like, oh, I'm just going to have to deal with that forever. And after a month, there was no more little creaks and cracks in my shoulders, elbows, and knees. My range of mobility was much better. I had energy where I actually wanted to run, and it felt good. After 3 months, other people started noticing the inflammation falling off. And that was when I got really excited. And what we've been able to see with high performers, having better mental clarity, getting rid of some of that oxidative stress, and really amazing things being able to happen, that's what got us even more excited about this technology. Next slide. All right. And so what we've seen and with this owner and developer of this product is it's taken over 20 years of innovation to really perfect this technology. 10 years of his own research going into it, millions and millions of dollars. And that was something that we wanted to see as well, is the research behind what we have. And if we look at all of that, we find that 12 hours on, 12 hours off is the best way to repair and rejuvenate. So put a new patch on for 12 hours, whether you want wearing during the day or at night, and then take it off for 12 hours. And the next day, put a new one on. So it's really something very simple that is helping activate people from the inside out.
Oh, Hayden, I love that so much. And what we were really looking at here is this wearable technology is actually just reactivating what's gone dormant in our body. And what we know is that light carries information. We are light beings. It's emanating from our bodies at all times, like Hayden mentioned. and water stores and transmits that information, which is why hydration is the conduit of communication. And remember, I said 75% of people are chronically dehydrated. So you can do all the stimulation, activation, modalities, techniques, tools, nutrition that you want into your body. But if the hydration is not on par, it's actually not doing what it could do for you. And so that's why naturally we recognize that molecular hydrogen had the potential to revolutionize medicine as we know it. And the reason for that is molecular hydrogen actually supports every single process of the human body. And so, what is molecular hydrogen? It is the smallest molecule on the planet. So small, in fact, that when it is ingested with the carrier of water, molecular hydrogen into water, water into the body, it actually will bypass the blood-brain barrier and the gut and go directly to the cell. That matters because if we can actually help cellular function at that deep level, then we know that it's going to impact the immune system, our gut support, mental health, hormonal health, all the different areas of the body because we have the direct impact to the cellular structure. And so molecular hydrogen, because it is a very revolutionary and somewhat new molecule that people are talking about, it's also something that now that you've listened to this, you're probably going to get some pop-up ads on your phone about different molecular hydrogen devices. And that's because right now it's the wild, wild west. And what myself and Kinnari and Hayden are here to do is find you the golden standards. We want to be using the best technologies for the best outcome. And what we also know is because that molecule is so small, when we create it, it can be very messy. There's a lot of heavy metal discharge or different toxins that could be created during the electrolysis process. And you will notice that all of the devices that you see on the market, the electrolysis process actually interacts with the water, meaning there's always a little bit of that electrical charge happening to the water. And we don't know what those membranes are made of. And so when I brought molecular hydrogen into my practice, I wanted to make sure that I had the best technology on the market for my clients to utilize so that we knew two things. Number one, the water you're putting into your body is doing you service, not disservice. And number two, that it's going to have longevity of use. And that's why we've collaborated with Lumivitae, specifically the Luma bottle, so that you can get the most powerful and potent molecular hydrogen in your body with two different ways. And I'm going to share them with you now. The first is with our molecular hydrogen device. Now, our Luma bottle is brand new to the market, patented. No one has done this before. And I tell you, we will be and are the equivalent to the Apple of wellness. And why is that? It's because of this dual chamber technology. What happens when you have this dual chamber technology is there's a bottom chamber that's creating the molecular hydrogen, and then there's a top chamber that holds distilled water. That creates a barrier in between your liquid and the electrolysis process, which means that we can have the highest level of parts per million, ppm, the highest volume of molecular hydrogen into your liquid without any interaction happening between the two, which means it is the most safe and effective way to get molecular hydrogen into your body. And no one has done the dual chamber before. But you'll notice I said liquid, not just water. And that's because with this dual chamber, it is a universal liquid compatibility, which means you can now put molecular hydrogen into any beverage. And why does that matter? Well, of course, we're looking for hydration, but we're also looking for optimization. So let's say you have your favorite electrolyte, which is very beneficial when you're looking at longevity, or maybe you're a tea person and you love herbal teas. Well, now you can infuse molecular hydrogen into every liquid that you consume so you have higher absorption rates and also receive the benefits of molecular hydrogen even without it being water. And that's something that as you start researching more and more about molecular hydrogen, you're going to start to notice, wow, if I can have molecular hydrogen in my body multiple times a day because it only stays active for 30 minutes at a time, but the benefits continue on long after the molecular hydrogen has left your body, you will recognize and realize that every liquid you consume should have molecular hydrogen in it for you to have overall optimization. But not only that, I told you we're creating the Apple of wellness. We have interchangeable lids. So your device is going to come with different lid capabilities. The first lid that we have is our prism lid. There's going to be a lot more details about that coming out soon. We're working with the top astrophysicist in the world who is recognized in multi-publications about creating light frequencies that create coherence in the water. Structured water going into the body has even better absorption. We also have our signal lid. And for you high performers, I want to remind you that your nervous system is the original signal. And the more stressed and frazzled that you are, I'm sure you've recognized the more stress and chaos shows up in your outside world. So our reasoning for creating this lid is for you to have a visual cue that helps you really come back into a regulated state of being multiple times a day. The reason for the signal lid is we want to have a breathwork function where your bottle will breathe in different rhythms with you, because we know that breath is the nervous system's most direct signal. And most of the time, even myself, we forget to breathe. We are meeting after meeting after doing, and we forget to breathe. So now you can take a pause in real time and choose with which breathwork mode you want to do while your liquid is being infused with molecular hydrogen. We also have our Lumi mode, which is a circadian light signal that allows your system to visually recognize when it's time to activate, restore, and rest. You've probably seen people wearing funky colored glasses all over the place or changing out their light bulbs. It's because we understand how body synchronizes to different light. And now your bottle is going to change different lights during the day as that visual cue. Lastly, we have our being mode. Being is chromotherapy that uses colors again as signals to the body that influence our nervous system state and coherence. You can choose a different color either every day or every device that is going to resonate visually with a different emotion and intention. And whether or not all of this makes sense to you logically, or if it sounds a little woo, that's okay. Because really what matters the most is you're getting the best molecular hydrogen into your body. And then you're going to start playing with these different modes and recognizing that maybe it's just that little extra thing that you were missing. And so we have our Luma device, we have our molecular hydrogen, we're increasing the amount of stem cells being created in the body, GHKCU in the body, we're down regulating inflammation, we're down regulating oxidative stress, we're really bringing the body into coherence while reversing biological age. But also, we wanted to take it one step further. And my belief is that as much as I drink this water all day and I wear my patch every day, I need an on-demand tool. Because let's be real, sometimes life gets lifing, and that meeting was stressful, or the kids are screaming and this is due, and next thing a glass breaks on the ground. I don't know. I'm just saying from experience, like things can get crazy. So what do you do on demand? LVIQ is a molecular hydrogen tablet infused with some of the minerals and vitamins that we're deficient in that gives you instantaneous calibration to your nervous system, to your mental clarity, and allows you to come back into resonance. What do I mean by that? Remember I said molecular hydrogen is like an original AI. It goes into the body and decides what needs to be helped on demand. Let's say you're really fired up. It's going to help bring that blood pressure and oxidative stress down. Let's say that you're really groggy and sleepy first thing in the morning. It's going to help upregulate that energy that you need. So on-demand support, but also with a macro dose, meaning 3 to 5 times higher than your bottle, it's going to give you that immediate sensation and effect in your body. Not only that, but now we've put together a unique formulation with NR, which reactivates your own NAD. Just like your stem cells in GHKCU, NAD production decreases significantly after the age of 40. And your NAD is your energy, okay? So if energy is low, probably NAD is also. So now we're reactivating your own NAD, mitochondrial energy. On top of that, we have resveratrol, spermidine, magnesium from the Dead Sea, methylated B12, and vitamin C, all working together for on-demand longevity, reverse aging, and stress support. I could tell you about this all day long. But if you're like me, I'm very skeptical when it comes to supplements. I've tried them all. They all sound like they're going to be the world's best thing. And so I recommend trying it. because the first time I tried this, within 5 minutes, I realized that this had to come into my practice and that everyone I knew had to try it. It's H2 certified, made in the USA, and it is one of one. And so we've shown you three of our favorite tools. They can be used individually or together for better results. The best part is when we show you the price point, you're going to be so blown away that you can actually have this level of longevity in your life for at such a reduced price point, right? Because when we think about all these modalities or when people come down here and see us, it's tens of thousands of dollars. But these two people right here, Taryn Lee, the founder and CEO of Lumivitae, and David Schmidt, the award-winning inventor, founder, and CEO of LifeWave, have created two companies with technologies that I truly believe are going to change the world's blueprint of what health can look like. And so it's because of these two innovators that we have some of the most effective and affordable technologies on the planet that are clinically proven, that are patented, and are unique. These are things you can't get anywhere else because we are an integrity first platform. We do this because we are all high performers who have battled burnout. We have all been in the place where our own biology has let us down, and we wanted to find the solutions that work. And so, number one, you have the opportunity of choosing between these beautiful colors for your Luma device. We have 2,000-hour stress tests, which means that no other bottle on the market will guarantee use for that long, with a 2-year warranty that if anything happens, you will have it replaced. If you are seeing this in April, congratulations. We are still in a pre-sale mode where you can have this device for a lot less money than if it's gone public. If it's gone public and you're watching this after April, don't worry. The price point is still worth every single drop that you are going to receive from this device. So number one, choose your Luma bottle. Then number two, you're going to get back in touch with Kinnari and you're going to identify what do I need? We have a good, better, and best pack where you can get this technology in your body for as low as $178 a month by using it every single day. Remember, I told you it's going to blow your mind how affordable it is. And so you're going to be able to assess what level of support do you need in your body right now. And then you're going to have a 90-day money back guarantee for your patches. You're going to have a 21-day money back guarantee for your molecular hydrogen. And so if you think that everything we're talking about is not for you, no problem, get your money back. But what I know is that if you give this 90 days, you are going to be blown away by the level of capacity that opens for you, the mental clarity that appears for you, and the difference that you will see in your world, in your business, in your community, in your family, just by you coming into alignment with the truth of who you are at a biological level. And so it's my honor to share these tools with you today. And I'm going to pop it over to Kinnari to close this out. And I'm so grateful to be partnered with you, Kin.
Thank you so much to both of you. You both are experts, and it's been such an honor to be partnered with you. And like Gigi said, take a look at this, digest this, and follow up with me if this is a route that you want to take to really change and step into the next level of your capacity, your energy, and your leadership.